Please put your hands together right now for Rickey Dean. Woohoo! Hello. I've done this before, I swear. All right, hi everybody. My name's Rickey Dean. That was a good joke, right? My name's Rickey Dean. I'm 35. I'm married. I have a couple dogs and some chickens at home. I'm colorblind, and my favorite color is gray. I feel like this building needs to come with a seizure warning. I did not get the memo. So I went and saw Weird Al recently up in Reading. It was a great show, you know, but I was mostly there to see what I might look like in about 30 years. You know? And it felt a lot like seeing my final evolutionary form, you know? Like a Pokemon, like a Charmander looking at a Charizard for the first time, like, oh man, that's gonna be me someday. But instead of a big badass dragon, it's an old guy singing parody songs. It's a little more depressing in real life. I spent the entire show up on the barricade trying to get his attention, but I couldn't get him to look at me, not even once, no matter how hard I waved the DNA test results. So I was born and raised in Orville, not too far from here. And my childhood home was under high-tension power lines. I used to have straight hair. This is not a hairstyle, this is a side effect, ladies and gentlemen. So give it up, my mom's actually here tonight. In spirit. Rest in peace. She died a couple years ago, COVID, so haha, I got you. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to hell. I'll see her down there. So I just got back from a vacation not too long ago, and you know, when I come back from vacation now, whenever I spend time away from home, like, I'm not excited to sleep in my own bed. Like, I'm not excited to see my animals or get back into my routine. Like, I'm excited to use my goddamn bidet. You know? Like, I was just gone for like 5 days. I'm excited to hose down, you know? It's a lot of shit to wash off. Like, anytime I have to spend time away from home now, it's horrible, you know? Like staying at a hotel now feels like staying at, like, camping, you know? Like I'm roughing it at the Hilton, you know? Like, on this most recent trip I went on, the first time I had to take a shit, I went to reach for the knob to turn my bidet on, and it wasn't there. And the only way I can describe how I felt in that moment was like, imagine you're an old Western cowboy about to duel, and your pistol ain't there. You know? It's horrible. Like, the idea of going back to life before a bidet sounds terrible, you know? I never really liked toilet brushes. Are there any other bidet owners in the crowd? Anybody? Hey, we have some civilized members of society here. So the rest of you, I got one question. What the fuck are you doing? Just spreading Crisco on your old pan? A bunch of crusty, itchy buttholes in this audience. I could smell it when I walked in here. So I wear this smartwatch, you know, and it's to like track my steps and my workouts and shit like that. And it does a great job, but I'm a little annoyed at what it doesn't count as steps, you know? Like, I ride my bike a lot. Feels like that should count as steps. But it doesn't. But it does count jacking off. Apparently it's easier to track my shame. According to my watch, I've been taking about 10,000 steps every morning. Before my wife wakes up. It gave me a badge the other day. It said, most depressing 5K. My watch vibrated a little bit when it gave me that notification, which helped. When I first started my fitness journey, I thought I wanted to be like ripped. I wanted to be buff, I wanted like six-pack abs. And then I was in a calorie deficit for a few months. And I lost my joy for life. I lost about 50 pounds, but I lost my joy for life and my will to live, right? Turns out pizza is my key to happiness. Without it, I'm nothing. But yeah, I wanted to be shredded. And now whenever I see someone who's like in really good shape, I don't think, oh, what an inspiration. I think, oh, what a shame. They haven't had a full meal since Tiger King was trending. That was 2 societal collapses ago. A while ago. So now whenever I'm at the gym, it seems like all I see on the TVs are food commercials, And like they always hit me during my worst moments too. Like I'm halfway through my cardio, I'm halfway through my cardio set, I'm dying on the inside, and I'm watching the slow motion cheese pull like it's porn, Oh, give me that. I'm like touching myself and moaning to a Domino's commercial. Papa Murphy's whispers in my ear like, take me home, Daddy. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, get in the car, we're going to my house. So my dad's a weird fucking guy. My dad loves college football above anything else on this planet, especially now that my mom's finally dead. That one hurts to say. But when my wife and I were planning our wedding last year, my dad was one of the last people to RSVP for our wedding. He had to wait to find out who was playing that day, My dad's least favorite day of college football last season was my wedding. He didn't cry at all when he walked me down the aisle. He didn't cry during the vows or the ceremony. But I did see him tear up a little bit when he got that halftime stat report. Yeah. My dad's a weird guy. He goes to bed at 6 p.m. every night. He is certainly in bed right now. And he's the kind of guy, he'll invite you over to like watch a movie with him. And it doesn't matter how much time is left in the movie or what's going on in the movie. If that clock strikes 6 p.m., he's going to stand up, shut that shit off, and he's going to go brush his teeth. My dad's a lot like Cinderella, but instead of turning into a pumpkin, he turns into an asshole in pajamas. He comes back out and he's just waiting for you to leave, like you're inconveniencing him. It's like, dude, there's 20 minutes left. Push play. Like, I'm not coming back tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of my old dad. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with this. My dad is a weird guy. When my mom died, we had to go through her things, So one day we're going through her dresser, and we find her secret box, right? It says Adam and Eve on it. I'm like, oh God, we all just went through this collective trauma together. My mom died, his wife died, mother-in-law died, right? And now we're about to experience a new collective trauma. Like, what's in the box? So we open up the box, and you guys, calm down. It was just some cute little Kegel stones. There was like a set of 5 little Kegel stones. Could have been so much worse, you guys. It could have been so much worse. I thought we were about to experience, unleash all their demons, right? So my dad, being the weird guy that he is, he reboxes it, and grabs a box. He turns to my wife, and he goes, here, you can have this. You should have this. You'll need this someday. The good news, you guys, is they smell like they hadn't been used. All right, y'all have been a bunch of crusty, itchy buttholes. My name's Rickey Dean. Give it up for Fab Labs here at the Y'all enjoy the rest of the show.
Rickey, how about that hair, huh?